So a friend gave me his mobile number yesterday, but I think I must have typed it in wrong because it's not working, not being able to contact him. Wouldn't it be great if my phone had some way of telling that I'd made an error and correcting it, putting the right number in even if I typed the digit wrong? We know that phones do that with text. As we type in a text message, it auto-corrects as we go along. It picks up the wrong spelling and it corrects it. But with a random string of numbers, like in a mobile phone number? Well, it turns out this is possible. There are mathematical tools for doing this. I'm going to be teaching a course on that this coming year. The tools date back to the time when we were sending probes into space to take photos, like the Mariner probes were taking photos of Mars in the 60s and 70s and beaming those back. But we knew that as those photos were beamed back, that some errors would creep in. Now, those photos were digitized, they were translated into binary, so strings of zeros and ones. So they translated as a random string of digits, much like a mobile number. So, for example, if I wanted to do a very simple photo of just 4 pixels, each just 0 or 1, black or white, I might translate that as 0 for the white square here, 1 for the black square there, then 1, and then 0. And then if I had a picture like this, then I'd have 1 for this square, and then 0, and then 1, and then 1. Now, if I'm transmitting something like that, there's an obvious way of detecting an error in that. I could just send the code twice. So with this picture, I'll just send 10111011 and send it twice. If a single error occurs, then the two halves of that message won't match. So I can tell that something's gone wrong. So I can detect a message, an error in a message quite easily, but I can tell there's a problem with my friend's phone number. So I can detect an error there, but it's not much good. I can't correct it, I can't get in touch with my friend. But there's also an easy way to extend that to be able to correct a single error. If I go back to my photo, if I send that message 3 times, 1011, 1011, 1011, if a single error occurs, then the 3 versions of the message won't match, but there'll be 1 different and 2 that agree and that are correct. And that will tell me what the right message was. Okay, so I can correct, but I have to send the message 3 times. I want to send just 4 bits, but I've got to send 12, so it's quite inefficient. The really clever stuff is actually there are ways of doing this more efficiently, and Hamming came up with a way particularly where if I wanted to send 4 bits, like I'm doing in my pictures there, I could just send 7 bits and still be able to guarantee to correct a single error that occurs. So not 12 bits, just 7, really quite efficient way of doing it. It's very complicated to explain, so I can't cover that now. I'll be doing that in the course. But it's a very clever way of providing a code that is 1 error correcting. It's guaranteed to correct a single error that occurs. You can correct more errors, but you'll need to send more bits. And if you want to send more complicated bits than just zeros and ones, like in a mobile number, you can do that. There are more complicated ways of doing that. That's all I've got time for now. And if you excuse me, I need to get hold of my friend.